Coming up on this episode of SEVA TV.
We play softball, eat healthy, and stay smoke-free.
Stay tuned for all this and more, only on SEVA TV.
Hi, and welcome to SEVA TV.
My name is Charlie.
And I'm Nabayo.
And today we will be your hosts / personal health and fitness trainers.
Oh, that's right, because today's episode's all about a healthier lifestyle. So let's get started.
Stepping up to home base, we have got Aaron and Kelly from Campo High School with a news report on the women's JV softball team. Batter up.
My name is Kelly, and I'm one of the captains on the JV softball team.
Hi, I'm Maddie. I'm a team captain on the JV softball team.
I think this season went really well, actually. We did so much better than last year. Our record was really good. We only lost 3, I think. A couple of them we ended on ties, which is kind of weird, but overall the season has been really good.
Well, I made a lot of new friends. I didn't have any sophomore friends coming into this year, and I met a lot of people.
This year we really gelled as a team. I feel like all of us really worked good together, and I think that's why we were able to go so far and do really good in our games, is because we worked really well as a team.
I had a lot of fun. Went by really fast.
Some highlights. I got my first home run, which it was an in the park one, but that's okay. It's fine. They didn't have a fence, so it's okay. But Alicia got 3 home runs as a freshman. We did really good offensively and defensively.
You should play for the team, not for yourself. It's a team sport, so everybody's in it together.
Yeah, I'm really excited to keep playing, and especially just the environment here with girls that you also go to school with. It's just cool to be able to play with them on the field too.
There are germs all around us. Even if you can't see them, they hide in plain sight. If you don't wash your hands regularly, you can get infected. Next up, Jenny and Catherine will teach us how to prevent you from getting sick. While you watch that, I'm gonna go wash my hands. Be right back.
Germs can spread in many ways, from your nose, mouth, and eyes, all the way to dirty hands. According to Cone Health Medical Group, people spend about $5 billion every year on illnesses caused by germs. Germs sit on surfaces, waiting for prey, left by their host. Our hands touch the surface, and the germs go on them. We can stop this from happening. This may spread from sneezing, coughing, or rubbing eyes. We can stop this from happening by washing hands frequently and after sneezing or coughing. Another way germs may spread are from food. When raw foods are cooked, the germs die from the heat. Animals can also be a host for germs. Their fur coat could just be danger waiting for us. After playing with these furry friends of ours, we will have germs all over ourselves. These ways to prevent sickness can help everyone keep happy and healthy.
Another great way to improve your overall health is by being more physically active. You can do this by going for a run or hitting the gym. Stella and Eli suggest giving roller derby a try. If you don't know what a roller derby is, then keep watching to find out. Let's roll to the next clip.
My video is about a sport called the roller derby, where you're on roller skates. It was explaining what it was, why you should do it, and the rules and everything, yeah. I really enjoyed filming the video. Learning how to do the editing was really fun, and music and all of the lighting things that we did. Shooting it was fun. It was a bit difficult though because there was a lot of movement. Well, I just wanted them to learn what the sport was because it's a very uncommon sport, especially for children. And it would be like super great if people actually knew what it was and didn't like judge it because you can get hurt and like you hit people and you skate and they think, oh, I can't do that because I don't know how to skate or I'm too scared to be hit by another person. And I just wanted to let them know that that's not really what it's like. I was a large portion of the editing, and then the other person that I was working with was filming and editing as well. It took quite a while actually, but other than that, no, it was not a super bumpy ride, I guess.
Roller derby is a team skating competition on roller skates held on a banked oval track. There are 3 different roles in roller derby. There's the jammer, who earns points for the team by passing the other team's blockers. Then there's the blockers who try and stop the other team's jammers from getting points. Finally, there's the pivot, who helps the jammer on their team get points by hitting the other team's blockers. Each jam or match is 2 minutes long. In that 2 minutes, there are 2 things that can happen. One of the jammers could get lead jammer, which means they can stop the jam at any time, unless they lose lead. If any player does something dangerous, they will get a penalty. Some examples of penalties that you can get are forearms, cutting a track, and back blocking.
Now you may be thinking, why should I play a sport that I may get hurt in? Well, here are a few reasons why. Number 1, it's a really great way to be active, confident, and aggressive if you want to. Number 2, you can make new friends along the way. I know from personal experience. Number 3, it's one of the most fun sports you can play, and it's not very common, so it would be great to have more people.
I do roller derby because it helps relieve a lot of stress and anxiety that just every day brings, and I can release all of that in a nice, healthy way.
Because I love the sport of contact, and I just love contact sports.
I do roller derby because it helps me get my anger out, and it's just fun because you get to interact with a lot of people.
Derby means a lot to me. It's kind of like an outlook on life. It's just something different that I can kind of struggle in, and I can strive.
A derby is like a sport where you can like get out there, be yourself, and you don't have to like be great at one position, but you can still play, and it's really fun to play as a team.
Derby, what derby means to me is that it's like a full contact sport, and in a lot of other sports, like girls can't really play like football, they can't play, and girls can be like, play this and they can have full contact if they want.
Other kids should do derby because, especially if you're being bullied at school or you just have a really bad day, it's nice to come in and know, hey, I can go over and hit this person in a legal way that's fun, and you can hang out with a lot of friends.
Because derby isn't like a really popular sport, and you don't have to be great at it to play, and it's just super fun to play as a team, and once you get to know people, it's like a second family.
Other kids should do derby because it helps them get their anger out, and it's just like they get to interact with others. Like if they're in a homeschool, then they can interact with other people instead of being all like cooped up like for soccer and other sports.
discovered Derby while in a bar waiting in line for the bathroom, and a lady came up and said that I have thighs that would be great for roller derby. And then I came home and Googled roller derby Sacramento, and I found a team and I went and tried out. I got wrangled into coach once and I absolutely loved it, and that was 8 years ago, and I really love seeing kids start out as Bambi on ice and not sure of themselves and turning into strong, powerful, little great athletes on the track. I think it gives them a sense of that they can do something that not a lot of people do. It's a very rare sport. I think it gives them courage to do things and try something that not everybody is doing. It's not a mainstream sport. And I think it gives them confidence that they can do something that it's a very empowering sport, and so they can do all these drills that they never knew that they could before.
I've got no strings to hold me down, to make me fret, or to make me frown. As you can see, there are no strings on me. Well, there's no strings on Cameron either, because he doesn't let vaping tie him down. Let's hear about what he has to say about being vape free.
So in the video, you see a character and he kind of doesn't really know where he is in the beginning. And because our video is a PSA about vaping, it's kind of like after you take a puff or a vape and then you kind of keep going, there's strings attached to that. And we thought that vaping was a really good idea because, you know, we're in high school and it's a really big issue here. I really enjoy the process of filming, so having everyone out there and being able to film and do something I really love is really nice for me. I think finding your outlet is a lot more better than doing something that's harmful to you. I think video is a very powerful tool because nowadays people are always on their phone and always watching something. And so when you have a tool that's so readily accessible to everyone, it's a lot more accessible for people to get your message across. And I think that if you put the right message behind it, it'll go far and you'll inspire a lot of people. I actually really enjoyed my SEVA video experience because, again, the process of filming is something I really love, and being able to not only do something I love, but help people in the process, it's like a double whammy. I love it.
Coming up next, we have the Center High School cross country team. This is a group of dedicated and hardworking individuals who come together and make each other stronger. If you don't know what cross country is, then maybe this will jog your memory.
Go Center!
Cross country is a sport that most people think that all you do is run. While part of that may be true, there's many other aspects of the sport. Cross country running is more than just running.
It made me like a more dedicated person, like a hard-working person. It taught me a whole lot. I've been taught like how to be a better person through cross country, like how to meet more people, how to bond with people. It's like a family experience.
It made me a more dedicated, hardworking, competitive person overall. I learned across country that if you work your hardest and do your best, you'll get the best result in the end.
I kind of got like really athletic, and it helped me like stay in shape and do stuff like I never thought I could do. And the life lesson I learned is if you think negative, then your life's gonna go negative. If you think positive, then your life's gonna be positive. Because if I think like positive during a race, then I do better.
As you can see, running does teach us a lot about life. After a successful season, the cross-country team made it to the subsections.
He's going, Cougars and Cats, running in front of his way, that, be the big,
Your diet plays a huge part in determining your body's overall performance. If you want to get the most nutrients out of your meals, Bennett from Del Paso Manor suggests swapping out colorful foods for more natural ones. Let's see how it's done.
Research has shown that artificial colors can cause hyperactivity, behavior and health problems, and even cancer. Artificial colors are made with chemicals. Luckily, there are many delicious natural alternatives that are available. Your food might not be as colorful, but natural colors are the brighter choice. Make the swap. For more information, go to the site listed below.
Leland Estacios is a point guard for the Franklin High School Wildcats. He recently scored his 1,000th career point in basketball. To learn more about this athlete's journey to success, let's turn it over to student producer Paolo.
Hi, my name is Paolo and I go to Franklin High School. I created Leland Estacios' 1,000th career point video. In my video, I interviewed Leland Estacio, who scored his 1,000th career point, and we just wanted to find more about him and have students learn more about what it takes to be a high-achieving athlete. I made the video because I feel like students who achieve such great things should be recognized, and I feel like it just adds to our school community and atmosphere. So my role in the video, I filmed and edited. I began making videos because I feel that every student has a story to tell, and through video we could tell a lot of stories. Ever since I started making videos, it's not only improved my storytelling skills, but I've also learned how to be responsible, how to be responsible with equipment, how to manage my own time, how to manage my time making videos with school.
My name is Leland Estacio. I play guard. Took a win against Davis, and I scored my 1,000th career point. I've been playing basketball since I was in the 2nd grade. This is my 3rd year on varsity. I've been playing on varsity since my sophomore year. My most memorable moment at Franklin is probably making NorCal playoffs last year. Last year, I was awarded All Delta League first team. The most memorable game is beating Sheldon. Sheldon's very hard competition. They're on a 56-game winning streak before that, and you know, it's just a tough game, and it meant a lot to all of us. Coach Perfetti has helped me a lot, but not just me, all of the team. You know, just getting better every single day at practice.
Perfect. Leland sets it down screen. Who's coming up?
My teammates just push me to do better every single day, make myself better, but make them better at the same time. It's fun. You know, we all play a sport that we love.
Since I played with Leland in the 3rd grade, I've kind of looked up to him, and I've always found him as a role model in my life. He's always been doing the right thing, showing me what to do, helping me around on the teams, AAU, Toby, Carroll, and now here at Franklin. So that's my last year, kind of sad. Now I just got to take all the skills he taught me, and I got to apply for the rest of this year and next year.
Most of my role models are probably just like professional basketball players, and also like all my family members that support me and all my friends. My dad had a passion for basketball, so he just put that passion into me and my other siblings. The hardest challenge I've had to face was just making sacrifices, you know, playing basketball, taking time away from hanging out with family members or friends just to play basketball. It was worth it because, you know, it put me in the position I am today. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take, so take every single one you can.
I can use a mint. Sorry, I'm just checking to make sure I've got good personal hygiene. You might want to give yourself a try, especially after all this talk about physical activities. Check out this short clip and I'll smell you later.
Wait, aren't you gonna put on deodorant or change out of your PE clothes? We just ran the mile.
Showered a few days ago.
What? I don't know what I would do if I didn't keep up my personal hygiene.
When you don't clean yourself regularly, you're affecting others around you and endangering your own health. Come on, keep up your personal hygiene.
Fine, I'll use some deodorant. You can keep it. And take a shower while you're at it too.
Do you or your family have any special traditions or superstitions that they like to follow every year? Well, the Center High School football team has a few traditions of their own, and Isabella would like to share them with us.
So we interviewed some of our football players on the varsity team and what goes into their practices the week before a game. We also asked them what kind of traditions they have, like what they do to prepare mentally for a game. So we got some great insight on what goes on in the locker rooms and how they sit alone and listen to music to prepare themselves for the game. We also got some interviews with some of the coaches and asked them kind of if they have any superstitions or anything. We found that one of the coaches has a superstition that he has to feel the turf before a game, which is a superstition he's had since high school. I like to perfect things. I'm a perfectionist, so I really like to make sure that everything's cut down to what I want it to be and the audio levels are good. That's what I'm really big on. When I started off with the football traditions, it was my first video, so it was very different to use Final Cut and get all of that experience with that. The video really helped me to figure out that this is what I like doing, is editing and filming and producing videos. I didn't think I would be very good at it, and it took a lot of different turns for me. It started off, I thought it was amazing, and then when I had Emmy come back and look at it, she's like, oh, this is horrible, this needs so much work. So she sat there with me for several days to help me fix it, and I learned a lot of new skills that way, so it helped me to become the editor that I am today.
The football season is very challenging for the football players, especially the week of a game. So let's take a look at how the football team prepares for a game.
Practice before the week of the game is like basically just getting focused.
The week of a game, we got to get prepared. Take practice light on Mondays. Tuesday and Wednesday we go all out. Thursdays we just walk through like 25%, 50%.
The coaches, we all get together Sunday morning, reviewing what we did and how we're going to come into this week's game plan.
Well, I have a music playlist that I play before every practice and before every game to hype me up.
Music's like our key thing. We either make our own or, you know, we just listen to it in the locker room.
I would listen to Whitney Houston.
What I like to do is watch a lot of tape. And once you learn trends and tendencies, then it can really help defend or attack their weak spots.
I think everybody, when you play sports, has some type of superstition.
My team, I wouldn't say we have any superstitions, but myself, I know I have an Army wristband and this hair tie that before every game I have to wear. My favorite thing about game day is playing the game. I love playing football.
The hype, just getting ready, you know, basically seeing the kids out here, stands are getting full, all those things associated with just good kids doing good things.
At the end of the day, it comes down to the smile on their faces of us being happy that we won or we scored a touchdown, whatever happened. I think that really makes the game day special.
The life of an athlete may seem fun and exciting, but not only can drugs put an end to their career, it can also end your life. Cynthia and Savannah have prepared this short PSA illustrating the dangers of doing drugs. In case you forgot, this is a smoke-free zone. It's been proven that smoking can lead to critical conditions such as heart disease and even cancer. So in order to help others prolong their lives, Jaden has produced this short film illustrating the risks that smoke has on your lungs. Well, that's all the time we have for today's episode of SEVA TV.
If you'd like to see more student videos or want to find out how you can enter into the SEVAs, check out our website at secctv.org.
I'm Nabayo.
And I'm Charlie.
Thanks for watching.